Hello everyone, welcome to XALT Ministries. My name's Wyatt. Today we're going to look at Ryan Stevenson's Eye of the Storm. Before I start off with this tutorial, there is one thing I want you to make sure of. There are two different versions to the song. There is a radio edit version that you'll hear on the radio, and then there's the original version, which I actually just purchased off iTunes, that has different lyrics for part of the first verse and almost the entire bridge. The chord sheet they have provided is for the radio edit because at the time, that's the version I listened to because I listened to it on the radio. After purchasing the iTunes version, I really realized that the iTunes version, probably the reason they didn't release it on radio, it's a little bit more darker. And what I mean by darker is that it's a lot more specific. It's got a lot more detail. Real quickly, I'll just give you, for instance, in the first verse, the last line, the first verse is, for the radio edit anyways, says here, and when I'm feeling like I've been let down by my friends and my family. In the original, it says, and when I realize I have been sold out by my friends and my family. So you can see the very much difference of probably why they did not put the radio, even though that probably would have been a lot better because it's a lot more from the guy's heart and what he's experienced and not just a watered down version of the song. Kind of disappointed by that, really. But anyway, so there's two different versions of the song. The words that I'll be using and the chords will be on the chord sheet that I posted on Ultimate Guitar. Will be linked below in the description. So this is the one we're going to be using for this one. If you want to do the original, all you have to do is just switch the words around and keep your timing. It's not a very big deal. If you need any help, actually what I'll do after I post this, I'll go ahead in the description and I'll post the original lyrics with the chords. Hopefully YouTube does a good enough job of spacing them out correctly, but I can't get that perfection down. That's a coding thing with websites. Anyways, with this song, we're going to be doing this in the key of A. Not going to be using any capo or nothing. So let's take a look real quick at the A chords, see how they're formed, and then we can get to the rest of the song. Alright, so chords for Ryan Stevenson's Eye of the Storm. We're going to be doing key of A, so you're going to be doing standard A, or A2, a D2, E, and F sharp minor. Okay, so let's get started. On your A2, it's going to be a mute, open, 2, 2, open, open. Your D2 is going to be a mute, mute, open, 2, 3, open. Your E is a standard E chord, so it's going to be open, 2, 2, 1, open, open. And then for your F sharp minor, you can do this one of two different ways. You can either slide your E down a fret and then spread your fingers out, and you can play it this way. You can, when you do your E, you can use your pinky, your ring, and your pointer, and then slide it down for your F sharp minor. It'll work same way. Okay. Either way, your F sharp minor is going to be a mute 4, 4, 2, open, open. Okay. If I did these chords so fast for you, that's okay. Go back and pause it with the chords that are going to be on the screen right up here. So remember, you have A2, D2, F sharp minor, and A, or sorry, E. Okay. And those are going to be the four chords we're going to be using for the song. So now that we've done the chords, let's get back to the song and see how we put them all together. Alright, so now that you have the chords formed, we have our A, and we have our D. I'll just refer to these as a standard chord, nothing special. A, D, let me get my guitar up there. A, D, E, and F sharp minor. Okay? Now, like I said, there's two different versions of the song. The original version starts out with a very low musical tone and just Ryan Stevenson singing the chorus, and then he goes in and starts the song on the first verse. We're not going to bother with that because, it's not any different than just doing the chorus normally. So we're just going to start with the first verse. If you want to do the original version, then you just start out in the chorus first, and then you go to the first verse, and so on. So on the first verse, we're going to start out on A, and it's going to go A, E, D. Strum Pattern, real quick, is on your screen. I decided to use my simple one. Well, to me, it's my simple one. It's the most popular one that I use. There will be a couple of quick chord changes, which I will point out as we go through the song. This is going to be a full measure pattern, a full 8 beats. So you're going to have your 1, and then so you have full 8 beats. So we have your start on A, and for the first verse, we're just going to strum the chords. We're not actually going to do the strum pattern, but the strum pattern will be on your screen at least for the next few minutes. So it's like, when the solid ground A is falling out, E to the D, from underneath my feet. So we have, when the solid ground is falling out from underneath my feet, to the A, between the black skies, my red eyes, E, I can barely see. F sharp minor, and when I'm feeling like I've been let down, D, my friends and my family. And then after family, you're going to go to an A. So when I strum, you'll see the difference. So you have, and when I feel like I've been let down, my friends and my family, I can, and that's to the A. Then I can hear, E, I can hear the rain reminding me, A. Okay, so I'm going to strum through this real quick, and then you'll see how it'll go again. When the solid ground is falling down from underneath my feet, between the black skies, my red eyes, I can barely see. When I'm feeling like I've been let down by my friends, my family, I can hear the rain reminding me. Okay, so on that one, I changed up a little bit of the chord placement, but you still see how it goes together. Friends of my family, I can hear the rain reminding me in the eye of the storm. Okay, so eye of the storm. Chorus starts out on the D, and that's going to be on storm. In the eye of the storm. Whoops, that's bad. Each chorus is a tad different, only in the way it starts out with the chords. The rest of the chords are standard. So in the eye of the storm, D, in the eye of the storm, you remain in control, D, or sorry, you remain in the storm is D. A is your main control. You remain in control in the middle of the war, E. You guard my soul, D. You alone are the anchor, E, A, sorry, wow, D to A. You alone are the anchor. And then E to F sharp minor. When my sails are torn, back to A. Your love, A, surrounds me is E, surrounds me. And then back to D. In the eye of the storm, A. Okay, if that was a little confused, that's okay. If you follow along with the chord sheet, that's great. You'll have them right in front of you. I'm going to go ahead and strum through the chorus, and I'm going to come out of the verse. Let's see. And when I've been feeling like I've been let down, my friends, my family, I can hear the rain reminding me. In the eye of the storm, you remain in control. In the middle of the war, you guard my soul. You alone are the anchor. My sails are torn. Your love surrounds me. In the eye of the storm. So there's a lot of quick chord switches, but once you start getting into the feel and the rhythm of the song, you'll be able to just switch between them. Sometimes, like with the E and the F sharp minor, because of the way the strum pattern is laid out, you have your 1, skip 2, 3, skip 4. Your 1 will be the E. And then when you skip 2 and go to 3, you're going to switch to, and that 3 is going to be your F. So you have, when my sails are torn. So when my sails are torn. So you have the 1 and 3. Alright, so that's a little different when you have the quick chord changes. Instead of your chord changes coming at 4 beats, this one has 2 beats. So that's why you're going to do your 1 is going to come on your E chord, and 3 comes on your F sharp minor, because the 2 is where it switches. Because you have 2 beats, so you have 1, 2, switch, 1, 2, switch, 1, 2, switch, instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, switch, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 8, and so on. So that's why you have when it goes through there, you alone, goes, you alone are the anchor, my sails are torn. So you see where it switches when my sails are torn. Alright? Anyways, let's skip past that. We've done the chorus now. On to verse 2. Let me get my sheet here put together, right? Okay, on to verse 2. Verse 2 is going to start off on D. And the D is actually an interlude chord between the chorus and the verse. So when you say in the eyes of the storm, you end on the A. In the eyes of the storm, you're going to go to an E. When my hopes, okay, so that's how it goes. So when my hopes, A. When my hopes and dreams are far from me, D. I'm running out of faith, A. I see the future I pictured, E. Slowly fade away, F sharp minor. And when the tears of pain and heartache, D, are pouring down my face, A. I find my peace. So this is another quick chord change. A, E, A. Okay? So we go A. I find my peace, E, in Jesus' name, A. So we have when the tears of pain and heartache are pouring down my face, I find my peace in Jesus' name. Okay? Now let's strum through it, and I'm going to come out of the chorus. Your love surrounds me in the eye of the storm. So that D. When my hopes and dreams are far from me, I'm running out of faith. I see the picture, I see the future I pictured slowly fade away. When the tears of pain and heartache are pouring down my face, I find my peace in Jesus' name. Okay, this part we're going to go back into the chorus. The difference is with the first time we did the chorus, we had a D on storm. We're not doing that. We're keeping with the A from the verse. So we're going to keep with the A. If you look on the chord sheet, the A has parentheses around it. I use that for when chords are carried on. That's just something I do. I don't know if it's a professional thing or not. So we're going to go right in the chorus. Peace in Jesus' name. In the eye of the storm, you remain in control. In the middle of the war, you guard my soul. You alone are the anchor. My sails are torn. Your love surrounds me in the eye of the storm. Okay, one other change I noticed. Your love surrounds me normally is A to E. There is no A. So it's just E. Your love surrounds me, A, E, and then to that D. In the eye of the storm to the A. Okay, chord. Remember, have this chord sheet in front of you when you're watching this. If you want, you can pull it up if you're using like Chrome, which is really nice for this. You can actually take and put your windows side by side on your computer screen. Then you have the chord sheet and you have the video. It's really nice to use. Okay, love surrounds me in the eye of the storm. Okay, on the chord sheet, there is this big chord interlude that I have laid out for you. It's D, A, E, D, A, E, and then D, A, E again, then F sharp, D, E. I'm not going to really go bother. If I remember right, the D and the A are half measures and E is full measure. So you're going to have this. Minor, D, E. So that's going to be your strum pattern. So your D and your A are going to be half measures, and your E will be a full. D and A are half, E and full. D and A half again, E and full, and then F sharp minor, D are halves, and then your E is a full. Okay. Bridge. Remember, if you're doing this according to the original, this entire bridge is going to be different word-wise or lyric-wise, but not chord-wise or timing-wise. So, going into the bridge, you're going to start from the A. But when they let me go and I just don't know. And then D, I'm gonna make ends meet. E, I did my best now. Okay, this part I must have, this is where I gotta listen to the radio edited version, and that's gonna be way down here. Okay, coming out. Okay. Okay. So, in the radio edit version, they actually do not do the A that comes afterwards. So they go, and I did my best, I turned, and I'm scared to death that I might lose everything. Okay, so let me see here. we're gonna go, since there's an E and an A that I can choose from, and there's already an E, I am gonna go, if I'm looking at the rest of the song, I'm gonna go with choosing the A to E again. So, in your chord sheet where it says I did and there's an E on it, cross it off. Unless I've already done that for you by the time I'm done making this video. So, starting off at the top, I'm gonna go through this real quick so that way I have this right, and then I'll go back and tell you the chords. So when they let me go, I just don't know how I'm gonna make ends meet. I did my best, I'm scared to death that we might lose everything. When a sickness takes my child, let's see. Yeah. When a sickness takes my child away, there's nothing I can do. Man, that's a little different. Listening to this, it's he's really got the chords in here a little choppy. So I have to go through this a couple times. That's okay, because this is how you learn. And when I did my best, let's see. When I gotta start the start again, or at the top of the bridge. But when they let me go, I just don't know how I'm gonna make ends meet. I did my best, I'm scared to death that I might lose everything. When a sickness takes my child away, there's nothing I can do. My only hope is to trust in you. I trust you, Lord. Okay, so everything looks good except we're just taking off that D over the did on the second line, or the E over the did on the second line. Okay, so when they let me, A. So when they let me go and I just don't know, D. How am I gonna make ends meet? A. I did my best and I'm scared to death. E. That we might lose everything. F sharp minor. This is gonna be a little awkward because the F sharp minor and the D are halves, but then the D has a full measure afterwards. The D is a measure and a half. And when a sickness takes my child, D, my child away, and there's nothing I can do. Okay, so D, A. My only hope, E. My only hope is to trust in you, A. And then there's a quick chord change. I trust in you. Okay, so that's E back to the A. So, and when a sickness takes my child away. Okay. When a sickness takes my child, I gotta get this right now. Might lose everything. When a sickness takes my child away. When a sickness takes my child away. Nothing I can do. My only hope is to trust you. I trust you, Lord, in the eye of the storm. Okay. And then the chorus is going to go on so forth. I'm sorry for all the screw ups. I thought I had this song down when I did it, but then I realized I had a brain fart and I forgot the bridge. Anyways, that's how to play Eye of the Storm by Ryan Stevenson, key of A. Remember, Strum Pattern is going to be one of my popular ones, so hopefully if you've watched enough tutorials, you'd have it down by now. If not, keep practicing, get the muscle memory in there. Remember, in order to practice the Strum Pattern, the best possible way that I can tell you is to mute all strings. So that way you actually hear your strumming. That's the best way I can take it. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please subscribe. I'm almost 100 subscribers. I'm very excited about that. Please leave a comment, let you know how the tutorial, if it helped you, if it did not help you. If you have any more tutorials or songs you request, please put that in discussion on the YouTube channel. Thank you very much and have a blessed day.